Puddins, what's going on? The streets are saying that this show right here is the peak of winter 2026. Sentenced to be a hero. And I might be sentenced to the Shadow Realm because I'm kind of trying out this little background action going on. Can y'all see what's going on? Hopefully not enough to get me boomed. But that being said, let us talk about episode 1 here. Straight off the bat, we get an action, and that is the name of the game with this show, it feels so far. But I'm not gonna lie, the action isn't even what drew me in personally. What drew me in comes towards the end of the episode, and we'll get there. So we got 3 main characters that we will be sticking with, I feel like, throughout this season, throughout this show. The number 1 guy, our protagonist, his name is Xylo. He kind of reminds me of like a Guts from Berserk in his design and his swag. Not necessarily his demeanor. We get glimpses of his demeanor. He's kind of like an angry guy. He doesn't look like he's having too much fun doing what he has to be doing, right? You would think being a hero is amazing, right? Who doesn't want to be a hero? But apparently you don't want to be a hero in this world. And we find out the source of Xylo's inner rage. It kind of feels like inner rage, angst, something negative. One of those type of words. We also have Dota, who Dota's kind of funny. He feels like he's gonna be multi-dimensional. I thought he was a typical scaredy cat kind of guy. We have a situation where Dota is attacked by a fairy, which is kind of like a demon creature. They're monsters. Everything's kind of backwards in this show. Heroes aren't really heroes. Fairies aren't really fairies. They're frog, lizard, dog creature things. And then there are some that look like apes or Bigfoot, Sasquatch looking things as well. They're like based off of animals, it seems. But they do look appealing. Anyway, Dota is in a situation where he's like, yo, just let me go. Just let me go. He just got attacked and he's telling Xylo, just let me go. I can be resurrected anyway. Because resurrection is a thing in this world. You can be resurrected. Heroes can be resurrected as long as there's a body. Even if there's another body, you can be resurrected inside that other body, which is kind of crazy. But at a cost. You lose some of your sense of self. You lose your memories. That's really crazy to think about. I want to ask you guys something real quick. If you had an opportunity to, let's say when you're 70 years old, be reborn into your own body, but you lose your sense of self, would you? Would you do it all over again? Or would you be like, nah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time? Hopefully it was good. And our third main character, a goddess. But once again, a goddess isn't what you would think in this show. It's not someone who sits on a high throne and they don't get down and dirt. A goddess in this world is a tool for war, for battle, specifically to destroy demons and demon lords. Dota stole a little casket actually, and inside the casket was a goddess, Teorita. And Teorita wakes up and she looks at Xylo and she decides, Xylo, you are my knight. Just say the word and I will help you win. Whatever you want to make happen, I can do it. And afterwards, you will praise me and you will pat my head. I like Teorita's energy. It's so vibrant and so alive. It's kind of opposite to what we're getting in this world that feels gloomy. It feels horrible. We have holy knights that we gotta go save because they getting boomed left and right by the fairies. In fact, it was Xylo's desire to even save these holy knights that look down on heroes that woke Teorita up. We got in a tense situation where Xylo and one of the holy knights that he saved, they're facing off. The holy knight's like, how do you have the goddess? You're just a hero. What are you doing? And Xylo's like, yo, it doesn't even matter, bro. I just saved your life. Like, you guys need a retreat. I'm here to aid in the retreat. That's my mission that was given to me. Let me do it. There's a lot that just seems dark about this show in this world. And Teorita, her energy lights it up. Is that a little foreshadowing? If you're here right now, you've probably already seen the show. So I know you know it's good. But I do appreciate you guys for being here for this recap, for this tiering. Hopefully this new swag I'm trying is allowed. I don't know. I think I might be a little too risky. I'm gonna let it fly with this, but I don't think I'll be going back to what you guys see on the screen. I was kind of trying to finesse my way with this and that, as you guys can see. But so those are the main characters we're dealing with, and the conflict we have to deal with right now is the Demon Lord, the 47th Demon Lord. And this guy is crazy. He's like a big ass ant beetle. He's shooting at us with his tail. Is that his tail? I don't know, but he's booming the Holy Knights. We get to the scene. The Holy Knight captain, once again, she's telling Xalo, like, what are you doing with the goddess? You're not supposed to have her. Xalo's like, yo, just let us handle this. You guys are supposed to retreat. She's talking about, like, retreat. No, our job was to deliver the goddess. I was ready to lay my life on the line and the life of my whole army to achieve that mission, and now you're here ruining it. Xalo is so badass, by the way. He took out so many fairies by himself. He uses what are called seals, and he's just blowing everything up. He can make his weapons explode. He's exploding the fairies. All of them. Is looking crazy. But now when we looking at the Demon Lord, who actually is attacking us first, he's not waiting for us to pull up an attack. He's doing the attack. He's a Demon Lord. He might be an ant beetle creature thing, but he is on a mission to bring darkness and destruction, I'd assume, right? I have questions about the Demon Lords. Do they have consciousness? Like, what is their motivation? I can't wait to find out more about this world, more lore. But we get to the point where Xalo, he can't do this alone. He can't, as much as he is a fairy buster and he can knock him out and boom him, the Demon Lord is a whole nother level. This is where Teyrida pulls up and she's like, Xalo, make a pact with me. But Xalo's like, no, I hate goddesses. But he has no other choice to save the day. He cuts his hand and basically makes a blood pact. And we get to see Teyrida's powers. She is the goddess of swords. And her power fused with Xalo's powers, which can make swords explode, makes things lit. Xalo's like the human embodiment of 4th of July. Dota, by the way, he disappeared. He's like... Going back to what I thought about his personality, actually, I'm thinking like, yo, this guy is a scaredy cat. But then he went off on his own and did his own little mission that played a part in actually saving the day. Shout out Dota, man. So Xalo with his new powers, he's turning things up. He got all these swords. He's cooking this Demon Lord. Teyrida even makes an ultimate big ass golden sword, and he uses that to boom the 47th Demon Lord ant beetle thing. It's able to recover until Dota pulls back up with the scorched earth seal. Xalo puts that in the Demon Lord's body and he gets boomed. Amazing. Everything about the action, everything about the setting, everything about the battle is truly amazing in this episode. I love the character interactions. I love how Teyrida, she treats Xalo like her knight, but the way she talks to Dota is so funny, like he's beneath her. But after the fight is where things really draw me in. The Holy Knight captain wants to take the goddess back, but Teyrida, she's like, I believe in my knight. And that's when the captain goes, Xalo Forbart, he got sentenced to be a hero because he killed a goddess. And then we take a little flash to the back and we see Xalo on trial, but this trial is evil. They don't want to hear anything Xalo has to say. Xalo explains the reason he had to kill a goddess is because she ran out of energy. And when goddesses run out of energy, they become susceptible to Demon Lord. And it's possible that a Demon Lord can take over a goddess's body and their power. So he had to put the goddess that he made a pact with before out of her misery before that could happen. But the temple, the kingdom, whoever had him on trial, I think it was the temple, they wasn't trying to hear it, and they sentenced this man to be a hero. He shall no longer know death. He shall only know orders and missions. I'm placing this one in A tier, and I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next. Guys, I recorded this video a little bit different, so if you made it this far, just hit that like button if you can. Hit that sub button if you can. I definitely appreciate it. If there's anything that you would like to see different in these reviews, let me know. If there's a new anime from this season you want to see me do next, so I can skip the list, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys for being here so much. I feel like my thoughts were a little abstract and all over the place. Usually I write notes, but I kind of wanted to just spit off the top of the dome with this one. I'm trying to just improve with each video. This is outside of my normal realm. I'm definitely trying to just get better because I truly love anime. I truly love these shows, and I would love to be able to talk about them with you guys. That is my ultimate goal. That is my mission, and I want to get as good as I can by the end of this month, so next month could be even better. Pain putters, let's keep putting in pain. If you were new here, stay here. See you next time.